Today, we're finally setting up our dust collection for the new CNC. We've got all of our parts ordered up. Big upgrade here. The big difference with this CNC is it's got 3 heads. Our old CNC only had 1 head. We primarily use it to flatten large slabs. So 1, 2, and 3, obviously, is going to speed up our production, which is going to be pretty sweet. FGP, they're out of Vancouver, Canada, Vancouver, BC. They were super amazing. So if you need a custom CNC, hit them up. We basically approached them and said, hey, we want to, flatten slabs a lot faster. We still want the capabilities to machine, logos and signs and do some more detailed work with 1 head. So these guys custom mounted 3 7-horsepower motors. And yeah, this thing is going to speed us up like crazy. This thing is going to be pretty killer. We got all of our parts from a company called Norfab. Norfab's pretty amazing. They do like custom galvanized. I think they do aluminum and steel. These are all steel. So you can basically go on their website and you can find every shape, size, diameter, whatever you want to get. I pre-ordered all this stuff and kind of pre-designed everything in my head. Didn't draw it. Maybe that would help, but we're going to freestyle it today. Each head comes into a 3-section into one. The one will go up to a swinging arm, and then that one just travels down right into the big double bag that's specifically just for this.
How you gotta go?
Right up to the top. This guy, you're just gonna pass up to me. So what I just realized is that we have a gas pipe that's that height. So we're gonna have to cut this off and then weld this lower here. We'll probably go a full inch below that. Pretty good. Better. Okay, now I gotta clear all this shit off. These guys are what we're using. They're just weld-on hinges. They got a grease nipple at the top, which is super nice. These things are like anywhere from like 10 to 20 bucks. So that's what we got here. So grease is nice, just obviously then they're not gonna squeak after a while. This is gonna have quite a bit of movement on a regular basis. Let's get this one clamped on. So we're gonna cut this, and then we're gonna re-weld this just lower. Just got this old Porta band. It's an old Rockwell, and $100 off Facebook Marketplace. So let's see how it works. This will be first cut. You're gonna edit all this, right? Maybe that's why this guy fucking sold it to me. Oh yeah, dude, she's just slipping, man. Fucking lemon. That's actually kind of a bummer, dude.
I don't think we have time to deal with this right now.
This has literally nothing to do with the video. Okay. Good, a little bit of pressure. This has to line up with that. We might be able to heat that and bend that back 90 and just attach it there and maybe add another one. We'll leave it there for now. So now we kind of got an idea where we got to go to. 6 1/4. I think what we'll do is we'll just bend that up and cut it. And I'll show you a trick when it's the right time of year. And I'll cool her down. Yeah, it'll work perfect. So yeah, we'll just tighten that up, tack it in. Oh, deadly. It's only going to swing like 45 degrees and 45 degrees. Would be good. plot twist. The Rockwell didn't work, so we got one of these. We'll see if it works. This is actually the exact tool for it, so. Yeah, this thing's sick. Same speed as the grinder, but no fucking loud noises and sparks. It's good for small cuts. We just normally just hop the grinder out. Clean that off with the grinder. Kind of looks funny, but that'll work.
These aren't going to be the prettiest welds, but they're definitely going to be strong. Now that we finished the swinging hinge, we're just going to weld the hinges straight to the vertical post. So yeah, then we get the vertical post installed, got to drill those holes, and then we bolt this thing into place so we can actually finally mount the swinging arm.
Oh, boom, missed it by perfect 2-inch. We'll figure out where to cut it because we're gonna go the soft hose with a bit of play so it has some move to, you know, some movement to move around. We're gonna 90 off that though. Yeah, perfect.
Off each head, we got the 3 mounting dust supports. This guy we just directly bolted to the CNC top. Each router has a 4-inch flexible hose, and we're just doing the final install on each one of those. Quick rip back to the metal shop. We're just going to trim these horizontal pipes down to their final lengths. Definitely finishing up with some filing just to make sure we don't catch the hoser and rip anything.
Oh yeah.
So far everything's going to plan, everything's connected, everything moves and swivels, and tomorrow all we got to do is the electrical.
So we're gonna wire in that dust collection system. The CNC is already wired in. Basically what we got is we got our main power in. This is 600 volt 3-phase. So this main deck comes in. This is from the power outside. All of these main decks are the higher voltage decks that do our larger tools outside. So we've got our kilns and our sawmill. And then this 600 volt deck also feeds our main panel, which feeds to the transformer. Transformer is 600 volt primary, and then it drops secondary down to this panel, which is 208, 240, but it's also a 3-phase panel. So we noticed that we had an issue with it though. This breaker wouldn't actually stay on, so that's got to get replaced. I think it's faulty because we tested it once before. So yeah, we're going to replace that with this guy, and then we're also going to add in a new 3-phase pole for our dust collection system. Before I start working on this panel and take the cover off, this main panel, which runs through the transformer to this panel, which we're running all the power from, I've actually shut off. You want to lock it out. You can get these locks almost anywhere. You can use any lock. Some people just use like a tie wire or whatever with a note that's like a clear indicator that like something's being worked on. So this ensures that I won't have start work, walk over there, and somebody says, hey, why is the power out? Kicks the power on, and I'm actually holding 2 wires and I electrocute myself. So safety is super important. Electrical, don't mess with this stuff unless you know what you're doing. So these just pop right out. Yeah, she's super jammed in there. Something's going on. So this one is garbage. I'll throw this guy right out. Move that one down. Make some more room.
Now that we swapped out the breaker, that CNC should be good to go. We're just going to feed in the conduit wire into the panel, and then we'll set up the breaker for the dust collection.
$60 amp CNC, 15 amp for the dust collection.
Now that we got everything done for the panel, we're going to run the cord for the dust collection system, so we'll install that along the wall and secure it down and get the box installed as well.
Yeah, roughly it's going to go about there. You know what? I'm probably going to put it there. And the plug will be there instead of out here.
Moment of truth, time to turn on the power for the dust collection.
Yeah, just put the new plug in.
That'll be a problem.
Oh yeah.
First attempt on the CNC gantry, when we actually lowered the machine down, all the hoses popped off, so we realized we needed to lengthen the hoses. So once we did that, everything functioned perfectly.
I think for now that's probably good. We're looking for a rough slab to CNC. You want a small piece to start with?
No.
Huh?
No.
You want a huge one?
Why would you say small?
Okay. Man gets what he wants. Just threw my side down. Get hit. That's good for now. No dust whatsoever. So we just tested the CNC first time. This was the first slab we put on it. 3 heads, flattened a slab in, I think it was 4 minutes and 58 seconds, which was pretty amazing. The other one was about 20 minutes. And minimal dust, so the dust actually worked really, really well. There's always a residual amount that kind of flies off the side as you cut along the side of the bark. And there's always, you know, sawdust that kind of sprays around, but for the most part, anything that was on the top got vacuumed up. So if you look at the slab here, that was the final pass, and it took all the sawdust off the top. So I think, call that a success.
Yeah, if you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe and the like button, and yeah, follow along. We'll have more videos coming out soon.